Well, that could have been an absolute bloody tragedy. Thank God I heard her. Morning world, welcome to Wednesday 19th January. It is 11:52 in the morning, and about half an hour ago I got back from a little shopping trip with my wife to Thornbury. She had a few bits and bobs she wanted to do. I wanted to go see my dad because I attended a funeral yesterday for a family friend. He couldn't go, so I represented him. Lots of people sent their good wishes. I wanted to go and tell him who I'd seen and then passed on their wishes and everything. So I was gone a little bit longer than I thought I was going to be. Anyway, I got back and I heard this banging. You know when you hear something and it's not right? Well, I could hear this banging and it was not right. So I came flying down here in my shoes and vest gear and saw this lady here who's looking a bit dishevelled under that gate. You right there, girl? Hey, you all right? So this poor girl had obviously been knocked over. Mrs. P and I had gone to Thornbury. She wanted a few bits and bobs for shopping and I said I'd go with her. But in an hour and a half I'd gone. What's the time? 11. 8:30 since I just checked these. We came back and I could hear her banging and I thought, what on earth's that racket? And it turns out it was her. She'd either been pushed over or knocked over or whatever. She was on the floor and her head had got under the gate. She couldn't get up. Of course, she's lying with her back down, her feet in the air, and she's cracking her head on that pillar there. So I'm sorry there's no real video. It is literally, the cow comes first. She's on her feet now, so I'm a lot happier to see her up. So this is quite possibly all the video of this event you're going to get. So yes, it could have been a dramatic one, but as any livestock man will tell you, she had to come first. Right, so they're all shut in. I'm just going to let her stand a minute and just get her bearings because she's knocked herself about a bit, aren't you, darling? All right, you take it steady, no rush, no rush. Get that nasty wet crap off of you. Right, I'm going to leave her out here for a minute. They're all going to stay in there because she's a bit wobbly, as you can see. Last thing I want is someone knocking her over again. Right. Oh, got that wrong. Okay. Not the sort of drama I wanted to come home to. Right, I'm going to put this down and actually use both hands to rub her down a bit more, so I'll see you in a minute. How you doing, darling? Hey, how you doing? I didn't actually see your number. 222, okay. So this is one of our slightly older cows. I came back, I could hear a banging. I thought it was that door inside, I thought it was the big tin door, but it wasn't. It was her banging her head on this gate. She'd basically gone down here and managed to get her head under the gate. She could not get back up. So she was flailing around trying to get up, cracking her head on the gate and also the back of her neck on the edge of that I-beam. Another call regarding ash dieback. So right, she's shivering now because obviously she's got cold down there, but shivering in some ways is a good thing. I'm just going to rub her down a bit more. I've already taken a lot of the muck off of her, but she's cold. Sorry. Don't push back too hard, man, you might fall over. The main thing is she's up, and although she's shivering and obviously a bit shocked, she's up. So anyway, I didn't record rescuing the cow because at the end of the day, getting her back on her feet was more important than going in the house and fetching the camera, which I'm sure you'll understand. Literally all I did was I came out, I tried to leave her up with that post first. That wasn't working. In fact, it was just making her thrash more, and I was worried about her damaging herself on that post. So I went and got a piece of rope from the barn and just did a single loop, which I put around her head so it caught behind her ears, and looped it over the top of the bale spike, and literally just gently pulled her out. It literally took 20 seconds, and got her up this far. She was sat here. I started putting some hay down behind her, or some of this haylage down behind her, that if she led back again, A, it wouldn't be so far down, and B, she wasn't lying in the wet stuff. But as I got the first handful behind her, she decided to stand up, so that's the reason why it's a lump of it there and it's not flat. Okay, I need to clear the muddle up now. I'm going to let her recover a bit. Just decided whether or not to give her a jab. I don't actually think she's injured. I think she's just disorientated because she was upside, well, on her side with her head down. I need to get the skid steer back out. But yeah. She's got a calf on. I don't know whether to put her on isolation or not. You hurt that foot? Hey? Yeah, her left eye's a little bit swollen, but I think that's where she's been bashing on the floor down there. Might have a bit of dirt in there, although she's not weeping. Poor thing. I imagine she's been pushed over, lost her footing, gone down, got her head into the gate, and that's the result. And this is, she's calling her calf, that's a good thing. And that's why I need to keep an eye on him, so. Okay. Yeah, she got a bit of muck in that eye. Poor thing, hey? I just want to get some of this off of you and get this crap off of you. Just stand still a minute. I don't want you going back down there though, not really. I'd rather you went that way. Alright, that's a good sign. I don't think she's been there long. I think it's maybe, well, from 4 hours I've been gone, 3.5 hours. So she wasn't there when I came in at 8:30, so she's not been there long. But she's definitely got herself chilled and battered. Okay. Right, can I take the skid steer out? You ain't going to fall over again, are you? No, I hope not. You stay there. Actually, I'm wondering whether or not, well, they're all shut in, maybe I'll put a bail in as well. may take her a couple of hours to stop shaking, get herself dried and cleaned up a bit, but I don't think I need to put her in isolation. I think once I put her back with her calf, she'd be happy. It might be a case of I'll put a bale in here, they'll probably all come out. If I can get her in and put her at the far end, maybe I'll just put her up inside on the dry bed with her calf, hopefully. Maybe one or two for company. And she can stay in there. I can give her a bit of food in there. That might be the best plan. Okay. Which one of them bullied you then? Which one pushed you over? Hey? Right, don't go falling over again, alright? I'll be back in a minute. I think she should be alright. You want a bail as well? Might as well crack on with it. Pick some of this plastic up soon. That's not going anywhere. still not overly keen on letting them out with her for a minute. She needs a bit longer to find her feet. It wouldn't take much to knock her over again. I used to say next time she gets knocked over, she don't get back up. Just looking at that eye. I think it's actually, I don't think she's got anything in it. I think it actually is bruising, because basically she was led with her head under the gate here and she was bashing her head on that down there. So she's giving herself a proper black eye. I'm just wondering if I get her back around the top there and then let them out. Are you gonna have something to eat? She's thinking about food. She's gonna have some grub. Oh yeah, she's grubbing. Right, I'm gonna let her have something to eat. I'm gonna give her 15-20 minutes out here by herself, no risk of being knocked over, and then I'm gonna see if I can swap them in there for her out here. Go on, don't think about me, you got something to eat. Or not? You more interested in your calf? I'm going to be keeping a close eye on her for the rest of the day. But she is talking. She's had a wee. I'd like to see her eat something, and I'd like to see her have a poo. Just so I know that hers, because she was not upside down, but she was on her side for a couple of hours. That can upset her gut, so. Yeah, okay. Fragile. Right, okay, I'll give this bunch of hooligans a bail, and then we'll come back to her. I can come out there. And go in there. Go on! Anytime today. Go on! Go on! I'm watching you. No sneaking back through. So although this setup with the cattle in here isn't what I'd planned, I'd actually planned to leave this as a thoroughfare through and put the cattle in that side and feed them with the barriers here and blah blah. That's how I was planning to do it. I actually think this has worked out better. Plan B is better than plan A. If I put the cattle out there, there's a bit more ventilation, that much I'll give them, but we are still fairly open. I mean, all the air can come up over the top of these walls here. Yorkshire boarding everywhere. We've got a fair amount of airflow. On a really cold morning, as the sun comes out, I've seen a few drips coming down off ceiling, but only a few. So I don't think condensation and pneumonia and stuff like that's going to be a big issue, but yeah, I actually think it's worked out better having them in here. The floor was already there, the water's already here, then put them in there. So I think we'll continue this, maybe split that into 2 for next year, and then we can have pen 4, because at the moment I've got last year's calves and the young stock from the year before all together. Well, we only usually have about 10 calves, so if I had, say, half of that over there, 30 foot by 15 foot, with a low feed barrier, I think I could put the young calves over there, or more likely that end actually, because it's more out of the weather. Yeah, it just gives me more options for moving cattle about. So, right, who's that? That's my truck back. Right, I'll put this bale in and find out how they're getting on. How's it going on there? There's a fair big bullet for the door, isn't there? Yeah. Okay. Bay tree. There's definitely some bay tree in there. I will say one thing though, for having last year's young stock in with animals from the year before, it definitely had a quietening effect on them. So, yeah, definitely. Right, so you can't see it, but she's now steaming. So she's warming up and drying out. Yeah, I'm going to leave her out here for, what's now, 12:30. I'm going to leave her out here for at least another half an hour by herself. She can go on and steam out up here, and hopefully once she stops shaking and shivering, she'll be strong enough to go with these guys. I had intended to clean this out this afternoon, but I think now, even though she's covered in it, I'll leave that till tomorrow, because that means shutting them all in there. I just don't want her getting knocked over. I need her to have a bit of space. I could isolate her. I'll keep that card on the table just in case. We'll just keep an eye on her. Right, there's a bit of sniffing going on here, and it may be that she was bulling, and that's what's knocked her down. Come on, Em. Come on. Come on. Come on, darling. Come on. Come on. Go on. I want you to go in. Come on. In you go. Go on. Go on. Go on. Come on, girl. I want you to go inside. Come on. Go on. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Go on. Okay, is that your calf? Come on. Go on, Tiddler. I want you to go with your mum. Come on. Go on. Are you the problem? Go on. Out. That may be the problem. Okay. Okay. Obviously, there's been a bit of beef, if you'll excuse the pun, between her and number 30. I'll let her get her. I'll go and grab her. I'll grab her handful of grub, and then at least she's got something to eat then. She'll probably lie on it rather than eat it, but at least she's got the choice. Oh, you noticed I didn't wait. I put the camera in my pocket and I thought, do you know what, let's just do it. She's on her feet. If she'd laid down, if she'd been outside and I come out and she was lying down, I wouldn't want to disturb her, get her up again. So now all the rest of the cattle can get to the bale. There's water at both ends of the barn, so she's got enough food to keep her going for a few hours anyway, and some respite from being knocked about from either something that's bullying or has just taken a fit into Red and decided that she doesn't like her today. Can happen. Thing is, if you get a cow that starts being bullied by everybody else, it won't be long before they're all picking on her. Okay, decision's been made. Not really happy with leaving that cow and her calf in with the rest of them. I'm going to separate her out, just to be on the safe side. Alright, you two. Okay, so we're going to create this little pen in here. I've already kind of started, but I need to adjust this hinge because it doesn't fit on the gate. This is the reason why some of these posts have hinges there, and it is so if we need to, we can create a pen. She's not standing right. If you look at her posture and how she's standing with that hunched back, she is definitely not right. So she's still a little bit wobbly. So anyway, she's going in there. She's going to have a dose of alleamycin as well, long-acting antibiotic. But I need to kind of squeeze her up for that, so I might even have to put her in the crush to do that. It's one of those things where, in hindsight, maybe I should have given it to her when she was on the floor, but yeah. Right, okay. So I need to adjust this hinge. Got a chain, got these two together. It won't be difficult to get her into here, he says. Famous last words. All right, okay. I need bar. Oh well, that works as well. I don't mean which way. And the whole thing's moving, so if I put that in there, that'll stop that. Maybe I can actually undo it. There you go. I need to lift that end of the gate a bit. Bit more. Stay there. There we go. Okay, now I've got 2 gates. Let's swing. Come on then, Tiddler, let's have you in there. Go on, and you, Mum. Go on, sweetheart. Yeah, you have bashed that eye, haven't you? Go on. Go on, girl. Alright, still steady. Go on. Steady on. Go on. Go on. That's it. In you go. In you go. And you, Tiddler. Go on. Bit more. Bit more. Right. That's that. Should protect her from the bully in there, which was number 30, was it? So, was it you? Was it her? Who is it? See, I don't know if it's her. What's your number? Are you the bully? Are you? No, you're not the bully. Right, okay, so bit of fresh grub in there. Before I let those others through, I'll probably come in with a bit of fresh wood chip, but the guys are using the Mustang for a minute, so I'll come in with a bit of fresh bedding for her. Water. I need some water. Yeah, I got her shouting. Hey? Not brilliant. Bit of food, got some water. Bit more grub, right? So did I drop a bit? Never mind, you can have that. Okay. Right. Hopefully she's better in the morning. I don't believe you just peed all over your... Right. What'd you go and do that for, eh? Right. A bit darker here, so she's now penned off. She's got some grub. I might go and get her a jab in a minute. Still feels quite cold. So maybe I'll give her some concentrate. Okay. So this is, it's a bit old. This is last year's, leftover from last year's. It is a bit dry, but it's right next to the water. She got some roughage as well. It's kind of this time not the best I can do for her, really, so she'll either eat some of that or she won't. Smells a little bit, it doesn't smell as sweet as it would have done when it's fresh, but you know what, or maybe little pig will have it instead. Well, she's still a bit frail, and I'm glad I isolated her, but she is up, she is eating. She's still a bit dirty, but I'm feeling a bit more confident that she's going to be okay, although she is hobbling a bit on the back there. So I think this is a bullying thing. I think either she or one of the other animals was bullying and she got mounted out there. Basically lost her balance because maybe she's got a dodgy hip, foot, ankle, whatever, and yeah, she went down, and getting her head stuck under the gate just stopped her from getting back up again. So Anyway, fingers crossed she's going to be okay.